Yo, what's up with y'all? What's up with y'all? Your boy Snoopy back. We back for real though. Like I'm not even lying. We back for real. I know it's been a while since I posted my last video. It's been like 8 days. What, like 8 days. But your nigga had to move across country. I ain't gonna lie, it came a little bit unexpected. Well, I'm lying, it ain't come unexpected. It was just I was unprepared because, you know, I'm a procrastinator. Being a music reactor, I can already see the struggle because like you can't take no breaks, bro. Like you really can't, because I was gone for 8 days and like 20 albums dropped that I want to hear. Like I'm like, damn, come on, bro, give me a break. But we here now. Y'all see the new setup behind me. I was just tired of having like a white background behind me for some reason. I'm like, that shit look boring as hell. But yeah, that's enough of all that. I don't even know if y'all care about that shit, but I just wanted to let y'all know why I was gone for so long, just in case y'all ain't see my community post. But today we got Lupe Fiasco, drill music on Zion. Now my history with Lupe goes all the way back to his debut album, Food and Liquor. I remember as a kid seeing the Kick Push video on MTV Jams when that was still a thing. I don't know what the fuck happened to them.
Y'all ain't know, I go by the name of Lupe Fiasco, representing that first and 15.
Damn, man, that was 06, bro. 06, bro. Niggas was really walking in 06. Like, I feel like I'm getting old now. For me, ever since that point, I've seen Lupe go from a sensational hit-making storyteller that the major labels was killing to push. They was ready to push him to like a sort of underground lyrical legend that, you know, based on his last 2 projects, you can tell he owns his masters. Now it's been 4 years since Drago's Wave, an album that still challenges my intellect every time I hear it, with his witty wordplay and his deep conceptual topics that only Lupe can get off. Now I'm not gonna lie, when I first heard this project, I was proud of Lupe because his entire career he's hinted at wanting to be an independent artist. He's hinted at wanting to own his own masters because he had so many ideas that he wanted to flesh out that the major labels weren't too fond of. So with a project like Drago's Wave, or to a lesser degree Drago's Light, it really showed his skill level as a creative and being able to talk about topics like senseless violence, slavery, and being able to express how he feels about those topics without being such a surface level individual lyrically and emotionally. I'm just running my mouth about it because I love this album, bro. I go back to it. I ain't gonna say I go back to it daily. I go back to it monthly, maybe quarterly every now and then. It's been 4 years since it dropped, so I wouldn't say I listen to it often, but it comes off like a book or a novel or a stage play. But we here now, drill music on Zion. He said he did this album in 3 days, and I can already tell by the runtime because if you've been listening to Lupe for a while, you know he doesn't do albums underneath an hour at all. He never does that. So that raises my curiosity just a little bit. I can't wait to hear it. Food and Liquor is still my favorite Lupe project of all time. And I just came to the realization that nothing's going to dethrone that. I don't give a damn how good this album is. I don't give a damn how good. I just don't care. Now, but on a serious note, with this album, I'm really just looking for Lupe to put on a lyrical showcase. And hopefully I can grab some knowledge in the midst of that. So we here, Lupe, drill music on Zion. Track 1, The Lion's Den, featuring YEHHHH. I don't know who Aisha is. Aisha Curry.
Drill music, pop that pill music, kill music. Desecrating the temples in the ghetto. Funeral processionals increase their frequency because we can't break the spell of Geppetto. No one knows who traded their baseball bats for gas that's fat. Blood of the people across steeples and concrete jungles that turn playgrounds into graveyards. That buried generations of black and brown men who left their posts because they were misguided by ghosts in the land of the living. Red Sea choke on bones of drones sent by PPP loans to see how you spent the money. Left.
Oh, y'all PPP boys, man. Shout out to y'all.
You each have blades that will drill a new earth. Manifest the new world that Columbus thought he found. Band together to reverse.
Columbus, you didn't find it. Christopher Columbus, you lied. You didn't find it first. But we all know that though. Damn, Aisha. I love you now. I gotta look into the camera when I say it because I looked away. I love you now. That was beautiful, man. Very poetic intro, very insightful. Based on this, I can just already tell that this is gonna be one of those for us. With all the crazy shit that's going on right now within our culture, within our communities, I feel like we needed something like this, especially right now. I think more people need to hear this. The overall gist I get from this is that she's making sure we're aware of what leads us to our demise in certain situations as a culture. Aisha Jacob, who are you? Because I love spoken word, I love poetry. See, she's not even an artist. You just see how a title of a track can just reel you in so quickly, even if you don't catch everything she says. Because Lion's Den, we all know what Lion's Den is. Lion's Den is a place where you're at a disadvantage. And we are at a disadvantage in this country right now. We always been at a disadvantage. I mean, you got Christopher Columbus saying he found America, but you didn't find shit, boy. I'm gonna see you later. I'm gonna see you soon. Track 2, Gotti. What's that mean? I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready. I hope this album is about to be that. I want Lupe to rap over this the whole time.
Assassin's Creed, rapping it back in D like a mansion that's lacking fees. Tapping the blackest keys, mistaking the sanitation for sanity. My mistake, I'm mistaken, staying for can I leave? Throwing Wonder Woman battle at the apple trees. Or like Adam Eve, happened at an Applebee's. Y'all can go half on a sample platter, you can have with cheese.
Yo, Lupe always hit us with the Adam and Eve lines, bro. Look up the Adam and Eve lines from Lupe.
Egyptian museum, they keep the kings in crates. Thrones out on loan and they keep their rings in safes. You decide, apple pie or the fries come with the snake. Wave a K until they die and then ride on they wake. Shooting, track on the track, I ride on the freights. It's just a bigger plate, they catching bait with fish.
Oh man, Lupe already with the wordplay. Like, it's so much packed into, how long is this song? 140? What do you say, Egyptian museums to keep the kings in safes? Oh my God. Come on, bro. They putting our poverty on display. Stop displaying our pain. Stop displaying. Y'all don't even own these museums. Egyptians don't even own these museums. People of color don't even own these museums. I feel like that whole song was just talking about how us as black people, we get showcased, you know, for our pain, for the things that we went through. We put on display as well. But that's our art to tell. That's our story to tell. It's not y'all's. It's not for y'all to show to the world. Lupe is one of the best rappers of all time, and being able to bend words and twist words and just wordplay in general. He's great at that. He said something like mistake for staying. You know, I don't know, man. I ain't gonna try. He knows what he does best, and I feel like that's why he can pack all of this information into a 1 minute and 40-second track. And when he does it on a beat like this, I feel like it's unbeatable. It's gonna take you a few times to listen to it and really grasp the concept he's trying to put forth, but it's worth your time. Sonically, it was great. Like I say, you're not gonna catch everything off first listen, but that's the greatness within Lupe. That's the greatness within great artistry. He's challenging you to think. He's challenging you to not be so closed-minded. He's challenging you to not have a short attention span. It seemed like that song was like 5 minutes long. Track 3, Autoboto, featuring Naomi. I probably butchered the shit out of that.
Yeah. Ain't not sure. Yeah. I myself in court. This is sport. I get signals from the source. I can twist it. I can talk. Error. I just feel like I'm a Porsche. I'm Carrera. Error. Ties to the flies from all kinds of demise. Reporting live from the hive and all sides of the sludge. One deep, meditate, one street, separate was the souls of lords and GE. Segregated by the street and the shy where I was. Gap wise to the nudge. Why buy a tub on kayak it cuz when it rides up above and the waves come and push and the titles are shove. It's infrared dot to a whole dot gov. I get signals from the source. It can twist and it can talk. I ain't wanna head watch no more. What you mean headshot? Nigga said headshots. Nigga like a helmet with a GoPro, but I mean GoPro 13.
Headshots like a helmet with a GoPro. Nice.
Surrounded by gang members and a lot of popo. That's real, but it might sound like a joke though. Never know. Keep both sides in a chokehold. I just want to credit you. I don't even know who wrote those. Maybe my ghost knows. But we both cold. I don't used to write on my ghost flows. Wrote each other solos. Now the nigga say he want co-pros.
Lupe had a ghostwriter? No. I'm not believing that. Nah.
Error.
What's going on? I like that joint. I like how he correlated the title to the hook. Porsche Carrera, Autoboto. I'm guessing Autoboto has something to do with cars. To me, he's talking about being in the inner city and the things that were surrounding him: popos, gang members, Bloods, Crips, GDs, BDs, you know, Vice Lords, you know, all of the, he named off all of these different things that he was surrounded by. I think people forget sometimes that Lupe from Chicago. He not no sucker. He definitely know what's going on. He's not out of tune at all. He probably is now. I ain't gonna lie. He probably is a little bit now. You know, he's on a different level. He's on Zion now. So you know, we don't know. I like the simple production that he's using on this project so far, because when you look at Jargo's Wave, it was a lot of experimental production on that project. He was going outside the box of what he usually does. But this album is kind of bringing me back to the early Lupe days, not lyrically, but just the formality of the songs. Like the breakdown at the end, he always do the breakdowns at the end with the female singing on the hook or singing at the end of the song, just to add a different flavor to it. So I like this track. It's definitely not better than the last joint, but I like this track. We're only 2 songs in, but knowing Lupe, a whole album is going to tie together. It's going to be a concept. So I'm definitely trying to find that within. When I hear a title like Drill Music on Zion, especially a title like this coming from such a particular artist like Lupe, such a conceptual artist like Lupe, spectacular artist like Lupe, I'm guessing that he's gonna touch the kids, he's gonna touch the communities, the inner cities. I'm guessing that's what that's what it's coming off as to me right now. I'm not really sure yet, because I said I'm only 2 songs in, but knowing Lupe Fiasco, I know it's going to be something conceptual with this project. I just want to see what the wrap up is going to be. Nayora did her thing on there. I know I said that totally different when I pronounced it the first time, but I see she's on this project 3 times, and if she gave me that every time, I'm happy with it. Voice beautiful. Track 4, Precious Things.
Never bite the hands that feed, but when those same hands grab the gats and up the sleeves, I swear my hands were pure. I gave them manicures, became my adversaries, became my saboteur. I asked for peace signs, they gave me Leon Spinks. I asked for okays, I got give me a sign where we can talk through a plan. But my hands was like, fam, you can talk to the hand. Damn.
I feel like the hook and production on this song should be sped up just a little bit, because it's coming off like a drag.
How we used to call, make all shakes. Now it's fingers crossed over small stakes. No taller than the crawl space. Picture in picture, now you don't even wave. We used to throw the shot at Honolulu.
Bro, the shit that he's doing with like the hand, like how are you able to like do wordplay that great where like every other bar is about something in your hand, or your hand, like something to do with a hand? Like, Lupe, man, shit. I like the hook a little bit better. Just a little bit better.
Couldn't do more to try and keep us out them handcuffs. It's like we only matter when fans is putting their hands up. You got popular.
That's facts. He ain't the first one to say that, but that's facts.
And guitar and playing for you. You turned a deaf ear to what we was saying to you. We can't go back to before. The problem is you don't use us to write the raps anymore.
I know I didn't say much during that track, but I feel like I had to listen. Oh my, sometimes he comes off so simple, but it's so much underneath the surface of Lupe Fiasco, man. Like, now let me just say this. I don't think that this is a great song, I would say. I won't say this is a great song because it's not really nothing too much to think about when you really get the gist of what he's saying. But the lyrical ability, the lyrical prowess, the lyrical undertone that Lupe has, man. Like starting off talking about how his hands turned against him, how he used hands for rock, paper, scissors, and how he used hands for good, like praying and helping others, but they can also be used for destruction, like picking up a gun. He's using the hands to really describe what we're going through in this world now. It is kind of funny he used hands as an analogy in this record. That's why I don't think it's a great song in my opinion. But lyrically, he's basically telling us how even your own mind and body can go against you in a certain situation and you can end up in cuffs. You know, it's just masterful the way he did it, and it's just great writing. And this is what I wanted from Lupe. I don't know if I wanted him to do it in this specific way, because it does come off a little, but it's cool. So I like this track. I don't know if I'm going to go back to it, but I like the writing effort. I love the creative ability. I love all that. Track 5, Kiosk. Hey, these titles though.
Shiny and revered, come across as boss and be so timely and prepared. Look like $1 million off a signing with the bear. I think it's more of a temple, not a stall. But no, not a religion, not at all. I know it's kind of simple and it's small, but that's cause it's the middle of the mall. If you want to show off, it don't really matter if you get jacked or you get robbed. You can go and let them have it, it's not a factor or a prop. Only thing that's gonna happen, you're gonna get attacked by all the blobs.
Give it up, man. Why am I saying that? Because it was a point where I wouldn't give it up neither. Like I'm not getting bitched, but it's like, bro, like if he got you down bad, just give it up. Don't give a fuck about what the blogs got to say, because at least you here to see what the blogs got to say. Don't get killed over no chain. Don't get killed over nothing materialistic, because that shit don't mean nothing. And I feel like people know this already, but it's niggas that still will get killed over dumb shit. Like, just give it up, bruh. What you gotta do the next day? If you want to go try to get it back, go get it back the next day, bro. Come on, bro. Like, don't be stupid. That's basically what Lupe's saying. That's not what I'm saying. That's what Lupe's saying.
Know how to rap or knack for dribbling the ball, or be a prince or an emperor at all. Everybody's equal in the middle of the mall. We are not the center of applause.
Facts.
Diamonds only worth what you are willing to pay. A deceptive game you are killing to play. Preachers can praise AIDS as God killing the gays. What a fucking phrase, never ceases to amaze. But when he dies from cancer, that's God's mysterious ways. Jesus decides we'll find something else useless to put our faith in. We won't finish this here, we'll pick up after meditation.
Piano ended, man. You can't. Come on. We gotta find something else useless to put our faith in, man, because the jury isn't it. Like, I know people personally that have got shot over the jury, that have gotten killed over useless things, useless materialistic things. At the end of the day, it's just not worth it. People realize that after the fact, if you're lucky enough to even get out that situation. You can't take it to the grave with you, so what's the point? He's definitely talking to the inner cities on this project. Drill music on Zion, he's bringing us to his planet. Even Jay-Z and Biggie has made songs like these, even though they contradict, you know, what they're saying in their music. They're still trying to teach others, you know, how to move. Very insightful, very non-problematic. Great track, man. Great track, Lupe, man. Lupe talking on this joint, man. He talking. I wonder if that's why it's named Kiosk. You know how niggas go to the kiosk to get the fake jewelry just to get killed over it? That shit crazy. Like, niggas that get killed over fake jewelry, bro, like, I don't even want to say what I want to say, but just leave that shit alone, man. It's not worth it. Track 6, Miss Mural.
If you had to paint the gutter, which color would you choose? Of the palette, or sanguine and cool? As the jazz mostly old, punctured by some punk, and on all the pages, the painter said defanged. I ripped them all out and made some paper planes. Picked at the empty canvas, said I think I have a name. I'll call it gasoline, pouring on the flames. The painter said that is not for question or debate. Most of what we know as art is the projection of a faith, the product of a pontiff for the election of a saint. For the confessions of the frank, displays of physical carnage make connections to the ranks. When there's a pool of sharks and you step into the tank, that's the pool of art that got them headed to the plank. But they fell for the deceptiveness. You lose all of the plots for the affections of a race. Man does not become superior because you connect him to a king.
Bro, he didn't write this in 3 days, bro. He didn't write this in 3 days, bro. I'm not buying it, bro. I'm sorry, Luke. I'm not buying it. You did not write this in 3 days, bro. Because this song alone has to take 3 days to write. No way, bro. No fucking way. No fucking way, bro.
And the velocity of trends is what referees the pace. Professionally accept.
Oh my God, bro. Don't follow trends, bro. I'm gonna just say that, bro. He said it in a more articulate, masterful way. But just don't follow trends.
Said the patron with a smile. That's the most interesting diatribe I've heard in a while. How you articulated the nature and put it all on trial. Had a flash of inspiration, my creativeness aroused. The painter grabbed the lighter, doused the shit in gasoline and set it all on fire. Fire, 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 fire.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, I knew it was coming on this. Mural, one of the best songs I ever heard. Mural Jr., It was a good song. This one, it was a good song, but just based on the first, you know, song he made, Mural, the way he draw the parallel from an actual mural, 1,000 words, Lupe, man, like this is a great way to seal up that trilogy. That's really all I can say about it, because there's correlation in between the 3 tracks, most definitely, but it's not too much correlation, I would say, because all the stories are different, all the perspectives are different. It's still his perspective, but he's telling different stories, different sides of the story. Lupe just has a talent of being able to bring words to life. He did that on all 3 of those tracks, and he usually does that on a lot of his tracks, but with these Mural songs, he just goes extra hard. This is something I respect about actual lyricists in this day and age. Even though he comes from a different generation, him still being able to do this and still wanting to do creative things like this just puts a smile on my face, and you know, it gives me hope that rap isn't over. I don't know why a lot of people is talking about, oh, Drake dropping the dance album is killing hip hop, when you have things like this still coming out. You know what I mean? I feel like people focus on what they focus on, and they're gonna put on the back burner what they put on the back burner. And this is something I'm gonna focus on. You know, Mural, I still listen to that track, and honestly, I didn't even hear it when it first came out. I heard it about like 2 years after it came out, because I think that project dropped in 2015. I heard it in about 2017 because my homie sent it to me. It was like, you gotta listen to this. I don't know how I missed it when it came out, but I did. But this is just a nice wrap up to that. I hope he's gonna come with another one. You know what I mean? Because these are special tracks. That's really all I gotta say about it, man. Track 7, Naomi.
You see it? Things of intelligent life, mosquito nets repel and Nephilis bites. Look at the night and want to slice of your dreams. Even Christ took a knife for the team, so swing. Yeah.
I just love when Lupe uses different aspects and instrumentations of jazz music. You know what I mean? I feel like that's where his best tracks come from, in my opinion. You listen to The Cool, you listen to Food and Liquor. The inspiration of jazz music has played a role in his career, and in his best albums, in my opinion. So I wish that he did it a little bit more, I ain't gonna lie.
You gotta let it go like what happened to the gas. Can't have such anathema inside a mass. It'll ruin your communion and soil all of your fast. Devil like jazz, where heaven loses a job, hell wins staff. Looking over the economic and put it all in the graph. Look at all of the past. Go look at Instagram and go back and split it in half. I ain't rapping, what's happening is blowing glass. Track is tapping in the Italian man saying, look at what I do for you. A nice chicken Vesuvio. Beating off, I was in Roxbury on Malcolm X block. Talking that talk that got Malcolm X watched. Only game I play is a Malcolm X box. Look in the sky, see the Malcolm X ring. Malcolm.
Well, he not done yet. Damn.
As you ask yourself, what does Malcolm X mean? I return to the force in the Malcolm X swing. You know they want to slice your dreams, but even Christ took a knife for the team, so swing.
Bro, out of this whole song, you know what hit me the most? The gas price line. Like, I don't even want to drive anymore. I'm keeping it real. Like, I'm about to sell my car, for real, because $6 a gallon? Nah, bro. Niggas got me fucked up. I'm about to start getting the red jug and going and stealing people's shit. It's just that simple. Like, if they catch me, they catch me. I need gas to get from point A to point B. You know what I mean? And if your car been sitting here for a long time and it's gas in there, I'm gonna take it. Especially if your car not ready. If your car got 2021 on the back and you got gas in your car, I'm definitely taking your gas. And I take it back to a little bit. It sounded like you did write this in 3 days, because a lot of this stuff that you're talking about is too recent. Damn, when he said even Jesus took a knife for the team, you have to at least swing if he took a knife. Like, I can't even like formulate my opinions about these tracks, because it's like they're so deep and it's so layered. Like, I have to have time to like come up with my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely gonna have I got more on this joint. And that's facts. But like I say, I like the incorporation of jazz music. I love when he does that. Very minimal production behind thoughtful, intricate, and articulate lyrics. Track 8, Drill Music in Zion. The beats on here, he came to rap. That's why another thing it sounds like he did it in 3 days again, because this project is very consistent in the production, very consistent in the subject matter. So it sounds like he just locked himself in a room for about 3-4 days, whatever. I don't know if it was really 72 hours. He could be playing with that number a little bit, but You know, it does sound like he locked himself in the dungeon, I would say, to get his shit off and, you know, really block himself from the outside world, while also having the understanding of what the outside world is doing to us as a people. You know, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? He wants to separate himself from the outside world, but also educate others so they'll be willing to come into that dungeon with him, non-problematically. You know what I mean? I'm with you.
Bigger than a tongue and write signatures with a Thomas. Great Wall of China climber and Bonnie will correspond it. Mouth is just watering for some nonsense, and this might be the moment her modeling probably launches. Gobbling collard greens through the rompers make me cold. Past the more control. Can we make a hole?
I don't know about this right here.
Let it soak in, then I put the soap in, then I put the boats in, then I play with both them. Burris piss, tells the cops if he wants to bathe like a sailor, live on a container ship.
The track just made me think about the idea of this whole project and, you know, where I think he's going with it, because this project doesn't have any set topic. When you look at this hook and you look at a lot of the hooks on this project, that's really the most experimental he gets on here. You know, it's stretching out his voice and using different pitches and distorting out his voice and things like that. He definitely does that on a lot of the hooks on here. But just lyrically and thoughtfully and logically, like, this is Lupe, man. This is Lupe. He's going to make you think. The way he flips words so perfectly, and where it sounds like he's saying a bunch of gibberish, but he's saying a whole lot, bro. Like, and it's like, first reaction, it's impossible. I'm gonna just say I like the song, I like the production, I like his flow, I like his delivery. I'm not even gonna try. I did like when he talked about the dude walking on the beach. He said he cut off his head, put him in the hot tub, and put the boat in the hot tub. Now it's a yacht club. You know, if you know, you know. It's just so much wisdom and thought-provoking similes in this song alone. Like you have to respect it. I don't know anybody that wouldn't respect this as a lyricist. I like that song a lot. It's one of my favorites on the project. Track 9, Seattle. You got some trap?
When they try to keep you, gotta climb gates. Escape from a city that's defined by crime rate. Design traits that minimize the grind and abide on your mind states. Remember where the mind's placed. How many more winners can the shrines take? The ground don't know how to wine taste. Women niggas now to stop buying kicks. I can't my vampires in the sunlight to look my eye right in the suns and bring all my knives to the guns. When you gotta run where it stands on a drum tight, where they hung whites, like where they hung blacks, even hung like a black knife as a batch don't come twice. You can light a fire with a thumb swipe. Mini bop with the soju, food and liquor that's no move. Stand behind me like JoJo, spirit rhyme when I show you.
This school here, I feel, and I'm not sure.
Oh, this nigga be making me think this song over.
Of artists that we can be.
That might be my favorite track on the album. You know, just based on the fact that it's a well put together song. The hook is great, the verses are great, and Lupe, I'm gonna just say that. I'm gonna say that to the end. I see why he named the track Seattle, just based on the production and the aura of the track is very soothing. You know, I'll be listening to this on a rainy day. This comes off as one of the more simpler, easier to digest tracks on the project, you know, just based on the formality of it and it being so smooth to listen to, and you don't really have to listen too hard to appreciate the art that he's presenting. And I feel like you need a couple of tracks like that on albums like these, because it can get a little watered down, not watered down, but it can get a little hard to listen to once you get to the tail end of it, because this shit, your brain did. So I like that he added a track like this on here to give us a break from all the, I hate this term, but lyrical, spiritual, miracle raps. Even though he does give that on his verse, it's not as complex as the last records. Track 10 on FAUX and them. This nigga funny.
I wish that you were lying. Rappers die too much. That's it. That's the verse.
I didn't even know he was going to do that, but I was going to pause it anyway. Do I need to say anything? I don't think so. I don't think I need to say shit. Is he really not going to rap anymore? That would be hard if he just let the instrumental play throughout the whole song.
I wish.
Oh, okay.
Silent reflection was the first verse's mission. I didn't want to water it down with a whole bunch of conditions. Just give it to you raw, how a nigga really feeling. Rappers get shot too much, probably has a lot more precision. But that was the decision. With that, look at what we say in this bitch just to get rich. Shoot a nigga right in the head, don't even flinch. Nah, we can't talk about that. Yes. I mean, because it's hypocritical, nigga. You got guns, you surrounded by gangsters and killers, all your niggas. Nigga, talk about something else. I took a picture, looked like my window was crying, cause it was sad that all they saw every day was somebody flying. And they was trapped. Facts, I wish that they was lying in their raps. How does that transpire so damn by God? You want your friends to be goddamn liars. All we talk about are our goddamn priors. Shiny metal boxes on top of goddamn tires. Goddamn tired. If I say I didn't indulge, my pants been.
Oh my god. This shit needed to be said, bro. Why does he word it like that? Those shiny metal boxes on tires? That's just a perfect, articulate, and complex way to say a car. A lot of this shit needed to be said, and it's been said before, like I said, but it has to come from an artist like this. I don't know if it's gonna reach the masses, but people need to listen to this, man, because it's the truth. I like how you said it so blunt in the beginning. You know, rappers die too much, that's the verse, you know. Smart way.
What's the difference between a posthumous album and a life insurance policy? To me, want the Quran to be a lie, cause hell sounds like it hurts. Also want it to be real, cause heaven sounds like it's turned. With my conscience like a condom, cause I don't want to be burnt. With my dharma like it's armor, cause I don't want to return. To me, hope that none of that comes true.
You know how sometimes you listen to a track and you really have nothing to say about it because everything has already been said by the artist. So there's not really much I can say about this track in order than other than that I agree with him. Like, I agree with him wholeheartedly because we see what's happening out here. We see the RICO charges. We see everybody getting killed over dumb shit too. Dumb shit. Look at the track record of people getting killed over just senseless violence. A lot of shit he touched on Drago's Wave, but I don't think a lot of people listen. I don't think a lot of people grasp the concept, so he had to double back and give it to you again in a more broader way, in a more blunt statement. I'm gonna keep it real. On Drago's Wave, he did hide it behind a lot of big words and, you know, complex lines, and basically the wool was over people's eyes on Drago's Wave because he wanted to show his artistic ability. But this song right here alone just shows you how he feels about the current state of hip hop. In a blunt manner. There was always that little divide, you know, this is a business, this is the streets. You know, you protect the bag. You know what I mean? People don't even protect the bag anymore. It's just like, you just let the bag crash out because you got a bunch of yes men around you. A lot of yes men around these motherfuckers, man. And you can just tell because the way they moving is not smart. That's really all I can say because I talked to my friends about this, you know what I mean? And a lot of people understand in the real world, but the internet just don't get it. And don't get me wrong, I'm a hypocrite in this stuff too. I can call myself out because I love drill music. You know, I loved drill music, I would say. This new shit now I'm not really a big fan of, honestly, but you know, I love Chief Keef, man. I love Lil Reese. I loved Fredo. I loved Lil Durk. I loved FBG Duck. I was an internet nigga. I'm still kind of an internet nigga, you know, because I love hip hop. You know, I mean, I love what's going on in the midst of hip hop, but it's really gone too far on where industry it has been taken over by it. It's not just influencing the kids younger coming up, but it's also influencing the older niggas. And that shit crazy. How are you letting young niggas influence you? You fucking 50, 40 years old. And on the other side of that, when I was coming up, I was also listening to Kendrick Lamar. I was also listening to Mac Miller. I was also listening to Kid Cudi, Travis Scott. I was able to play both sides of the spectrum, you know what I mean? With also being in a community where a lot of this shit that they're talking about in drill music is going down there. 'Cause I love these artists, bro. Who wanna, come on, bro. I wish X was still here. That's facts. I wish Thug wasn't locked up right now. Whether he did or didn't do it, that's not my place to say, but, you know, I wish that, you know, these niggas was just smarter, man. And I get some things you can't control in life, but some things are in your control. And I feel like they grown enough to know that. So yeah, man, great song. A lot to say on that shit. But yeah, man, that was Lupe Fiasco, drill music in Zion. I didn't mean to get that deep, you know what I'm saying? I got livened up a little bit now because that last song really did touch me though. That song touched me because people need to hear this shit, man. Like this was a project, man. I can't even say great project yet because I didn't even comprehend some of the shit he was saying. I'm not there yet, especially off first listen. I'm not gonna catch everything off first listen. Just like the Earl Sweatshirt album. When I went back and listened to that, there was a lot of things I pulled even on the second listen that I didn't even hear on the first. In this album, it was a lot of Lupe trying to reach down and touch the people in the hood, I should say. Like the people in the inner cities, people that I don't think really grasp the concept of what hip-hop is turning into. And I feel like this is just a little appetizer he wanted to give us, even though it's 40 minutes. Based on what Lupe gives us, this is an appetizer. You know what I mean? A lot packed into this appetizer. This is definitely not just mozzarella sticks. It's something a little more, maybe some wings. This is the appetizer and project that we definitely needed from artists like Lupe Fiasco, however you want to slice it. I like that he came out and did this because he had a lot of shit on his mind and he just wanted to let it out, throwing darts at us. I wasn't expecting Lupe to go this deep into his hip-hop bag on this one. With his last two projects being so experimental in another space, I'm glad that he came back to this sound. The sound that really got him hot, the sound that got him started. You know, Food and Liquor, the cool. You know what I'm saying? Food and Liquor 2, not Lasers. No, this wasn't that. Very minimalistic 90s production and drums on this project. Just dusty. Just hearing Lupe rap over that just brings back those nostalgic vibes of his earlier projects. I feel like that's somewhat of what he wanted to get off on this project, even though his lyrics are so complex and sophisticated and intricate and complicated. Like the beats really just have that background of something that's easy to listen to. These are New York style beats, so they're definitely gonna gravitate to people that like great simple production. So I think he did great in that aspect. He touched on a lot of things that he feels is wrong with the culture nowadays. The music being a main part of that culture. And he's not liking where it's going at this point. He thinks there needs to be a change, and I think a lot of people feel like that. Just the last song on here alone just gives you insight on what Lupe's thought process is on how the game is moving. And it's moving funny. I know I'm gonna definitely have more to say about this project down the line. Just give me some time though, because I actually want to sit back and listen to this project a little bit more and see what I can pull from it and really pick Lupe's brain in these 10 tracks, because I get the gist of what he wanted to get across on this album, like I said, but I know there's definitely some intricate details that I missed that I would love to dive more deeper into. Yeah, that's Lupe. Shit, what's it? Drill Music in Zion. I almost forgot the title. You know what I mean? Damn, I wasn't even funny this reaction because this wasn't a funny album. This wasn't no funny shit. This is real shit. But yeah, man, on a lighter note, we back. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. You know how we do it. If you like the video, like the video. If you want to subscribe. You know what I'm saying? We here. You know what I'm saying? Where my dogs at, man? We out here, man. We out here.